What's going on, y'all? Winter Night here, and today we are back with some more Series 2 action, and I've got a great team for you guys with the rise of Lillikoal. Sand is the play. Tyranitar, Lycanroc go hard. And also very good into Tusk as well. As you can see, we're running Choice Band Tyranitar. You could consider switching this to Assault Vest. When I was cooking up this team, I was playing Regulation C, and I did have Ting Lu with AV in the Iron Bundle slot, so I realized that this team would be very good in Series 2 as well, so I switched over, want to finish out the season strong. So we kept the Choice Band on Tyranitar. We are also running Adamant Lycanroc. This is just so we can pick up a bit more Talonflames with that Accelerac. Tyranitar, Lycanroc go hard into the Tusk lead. Then we have Choice Specs, Bulky Fluttermane with the Steel Terra, Booster Bundle, Water Terra Annihilate, and that Ghost Terra Mousehold to provide the Friend Guard support. So, first match we're going to get into, I'm going to show you how this can beat the Lillikoal that is so popular right now, and then I'll show you a couple more matches just so we could get a feel for the team. But before we do, if you could, please like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, so let's get into it. Alright, so first up here we have Gull, as promised, running the Lillikoal, Lilligant Torkoal with Fluttermane, King Gambit, Dragonite, and Great Tusk. So, trying to decide what I want to do here. I know I want to lead Lycanroc. Tyranitar will have to come in the back, but trying to figure out what the best play into this is. So I decide we want to lead Mousehold because it has the safety goggles. Bring Tyranitar in the back, and then we will bring Bundle. So the reason that we're leading Mousehold is because it has those safety goggles, and most likely they're going to lead something slow. So when if we both try to switch out on turn 1, I'll switch out first. Tyranitar will come in and set the sand. Then they will switch out, bring in Torkoal, and so the sun will be what ends up going up. As you can see, they do lead Dragonite, so if I were to switch out Mousehold, that's what would happen. So their play here is to try to sleep powder something with Lilligant when they bring in Torkoal. So we're not going to switch out here. We're just going to go Follow Me and Rock Slide. That way we can get some damage on Torkoal when it comes in. If Dragonite stays in, it'll take good damage as well. But they do go out into Torkoal here. Got that shiny Torkoal. All shiny team looks like. Follow Me comes out. But smartly, they don't go for the sleep powder. They just go Leaf Storm, get some damage down on Mousehold. Would have did good damage to Lycanroc if I let them. But we will bring Lilligant down to half. Torkoal just almost a half. So now we could consider going out into Tyranitar. But we'll just stay in. Just go ahead and go for another Rock Slide. Could also consider Accelerac into Torkoal here. But they do go for the sleep powder this time, so we got the play right there. Lilligant barely hangs on, Torkoal barely hangs on, and then they come out with Eruption, which with no HP does nothing on Mousehold, even with the critical hit there. So we'll just go same play, Follow Me. Follow Me, Rock Slide. Even if they go after, they can't go after you because we went Follow Me. And you see that's what they go for, but it fails. So that is exactly why you lead Follow Me with safety goggles. It really shuts down what Lilligant is wanting to do. So now we have a good lead here. We'll see what he brings in the back. Of course, it is that Dragonite coming back out. as well as Flutter. So Sash has been broke on Lycanroc here. So we will go ahead and go out into Tyranitar. That way we are faster than Flutter. And we'll just go Ghost here on Lycanroc. That way we can avoid the E-Speed. So Big Reptar comes out to finally set up the sand. And the reason I decided to run Adamant Lycanroc over Jolly is because it still hits a very nice speed tier. It is actually still faster than Lilligant. So Lycanroc in Sand is faster than Lilligant in Sun. So of course you do outspeed booster bundle as long as it's not in Tailwind. So we will comfortably outspeed the Flutter here. E-Speed actually goes into Tyranitar. That is resisted, so he takes it very well. And we get the flinch on Flutter. That is what Lycanroc is so good at, getting those huge flinches. So now there's really nothing he can do here. He can't stop Lycanroc. So we'll just double Rock Slide, but battle was canceled. GG's to Goal. Alright, next up we have Matawar, and he is running Fluttermane, Sairledge, Dragonite, Palafin, Iron Hands, and Mouse Hold. So we'll just lead Tyranitar Lycanroc, and we will bring Flutter and Bundle in the back. So I'm definitely expecting him to bring Palafin here. Probably Palafin Iron Hands, since that way he could try to get Palafin out safely if needed with the fake out support. That is what he goes with. So we can just Ghost Terra the Lycanroc. If he does stay in and Jet Punch, that will help us take it a bit better, and as well as avoid the fake out if that's what he decides to do here. I expect Palafin to stay in here, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and Terra. But he smartly fakes out the Tyranitar here and does go for the Jet Punch. Lycanroc takes that well. So we will get some good damage onto Palafin here. Get a little more chip on it from the sand. Let's just go for the Rock Slide again. We're locked into Rock Slide with T-Tar, so just keep double Rock Sliding. So he actually protects the fin. Get a little more chip on the Iron Hands there. Tyranitar's Rock Slide does a bit more damage, but we don't get the flinch, so Lycanroc will go down to the Wild Charge there. So good play by my opponent, making sure nothing besides Iron Hands had to take the Rock Slide there. But a little more chip on palafin. And the chip will bring Iron Hands below half as well. So we'll go ahead and bring out Flutter. This is a very bulky Flutter, so we can take that Jet Punch, especially from the baby form palafin. So we'll just go ahead and go for the Gleam and the Rock Slide. Could I even considered switching Tyranitar out for Bundle here, because Gleam should pick up both sides with the choice specs. So good to be cognizant of that, especially if you need to reposition. It is good to try to get Bundle out next to Flutter, since it's not a max speed Flutter. You do want that Icy Wind support. But they actually Terra'd the Iron Hands, so it was a good thing we stayed in with the Tyranitar, because Gleam will not pick up with the Terra here. So Jet Punch comes out. Flutter takes that extremely well. Gleam will just almost pick up palafin and Iron Hands, but the Rock Slide finishes them both off. So they didn't actually get anything out of their Terra there. So good turn for us. Palafin will go back to its ball before it got to Hulk out and come back in its hero form. Sand will bring Flutter down to half. So they do bring out their own Flutter and Scarlet. So expect the Shadow Sneak to come out. Unfortunately for them, they don't have their Terra for Scarlet, so it is not going to like this Rock Slide. Flutter goes down. Moonblast comes out here, but Tyranitar in Sand is able to take that, fire back with a huge Rock Slide. Just Oko Scarlet will bring Flutter very, very low after the Sand Chip, so we can comfortably bring in Bundle here. Freeze Dry should pick up from this range. But we're just going to play it safe here and protect on the Bundle. Go ahead and go for another Rock Slide. Wanted to chip it down a little bit more with the Sand to make sure we picked up there. So Moonblast goes into protect, and Rock Slide will finish off. So GG's to my opponent. Alright, so next up we have CM with a very interesting team, rocking the Screamtail, Roaring Moon, Tauros Paldea, looks like the Aqua breed, Iron Treads, Rotom Heat, and Scizor. So some very threatening things here. I'm expecting the Scizor lead, since it can threaten the Bullet Punch onto Miss Derivas and onto Lycanroc as well. So I know I still want to lead Lycanroc here, just because it can threaten close combats and Rock Slides. So we'll bring Deli Bundle and Skeeter in the front, with Goblin and Miss Derivas in the back here. So after I made this call, I realized that I should have brought Tyranitar just in case I needed the speed on Lycanroc, but Lycanroc is still very serviceable even without the Sand. The only thing I would have really wanted the Sand into is going to be that Iron Treads. So Boost bundle will get the booster going here. So we'll just rock slide and go for the protect on bundle. So actually protect Rotom here, so good play on their part. They do go bullet punch into bundle. So we get some chip down on Scizor. So we'll just go rock slide again, and we'll go ahead and go hydro pump into Scizor. We want to get rid of that so Flutter can come in. So they go Electric Terra on Rotom here. That way it'll be able to take the Rock Slide. So Bullet Punch comes out into Lycanroc. We'll bring it down to Sash here. If I predicted that, could have went Endeavor Icy Wind just to get damage on both sides. But the Hydro Pump will actually connect and finish off the Scizor here. Rock Slide still does a good chunk to Rotom, but unfortunately will not get the flinch. So bundle will go down to the Thunderbolt here. So this is where I wish I would have brought Tyranitar. I'm just now realizing that I didn't bring it. So we'll have to bring in Flutter here. But having the speed control with the Sand Rush would have been nice, as they do bring in the Iron Treads. So we'll just CC the Iron Tread slot and go for the Steel Terra. So I'm actually trying to decide what I want to do here. And so I back out there and then forget to re-click the Terra button. So we do get off the Shadow Ball. It will finish off Rotom, but because we did not click the Terra button there, it does leave us wide open to the Iron Head here. So Flutter goes down. We're still okay. Would have been nice to keep Flutter there. But fair trade. We take treads for Flutter. And we will see who they're last here. So we'll bring out Annihilate. But always be cognizant when you click Terra, it's just like Dynamax. If you click it, back out, you have to click it again, even if you don't back all the way out. If you select a move, back out, you gotta click Terra again. So, it is Screamtail, so it is kind of a good thing that we save the Terra. That way, Annihilate can Terra here. That way it won't take as much damage from whatever, whether it's a fairy move or a psychic move. I'm expecting either Dazzling Gleam or Psychic Fangs, possibly play rough. But either way, this will let us take it a bit better. So they do go Gleam. I was hoping to get off the Endeavor there, but without the Sand, Lycanroc not fast enough. But we will get a big Rage Fist off here. Bring Screamtail down pretty low. It does eat a Citrus Berry, so we'll get back to half. So now is when things get dicey. We don't know what this Screamtail is trying to do, so we'll just go for the Rage Fist again. they don't want to encore us, so they just go disable. So we won't get to move that turn. So now we will have to go for Drain Punch, and then, so at least they're not able to Encore disable us this turn. Now they can go ahead and Encore us, but they go for the Thunder Wave. So Drain Punch comes out, not doing much damage, but it will give us a little bit of health back, and we also have that Leftovers. So we should be able to whittle it down slowly here. So they do go for the Encore, which is fine. We weren't going to click a non-attacking move to get Encored into. So I figure at this point, once the Encore Disable runs out, we're doing enough chip that even if they did lock us into struggle with the Leftovers and the Drain Punch recovery, we should struggle them down before we struggle ourselves down. So we're no longer disabled. We are still Encored. So they could disable us here, but that would only, we would only struggle for one turn. So they just go Gleam again, taking that very well thanks to the Terra, but we do get parried. So Encore ends. We'll go for the Rage Fist if they'll give it to us. They do hit us with the Encore again. So Drain Punch comes out, just slowly chipping them down. They just kind of drew this game out a lot longer than it needed to be. But you just kind of got to look at your outs here. Like I said, we did enough damage with that initial Rage Fist that it put us far enough ahead. Now they go for the Disable. So no struggle that turn. We will just get a little more Leftovers, get almost back up to full. They go ahead and Gleam again. We get full parried, so no struggle damage to ourselves. Just get a little more lefties back. And Encore in. So we're disabled, so they can't Encore us now. We just go for the Rage Fist and finish this off. You can't Encore someone if they're disabled. So well, they couldn't Encore us into the move that was already disabled, so that's why it failed. But there you have it. So as you can see, Lycanroc Tyranitar just really goes in right now. I will be back with a video of the Regulation C version of this team, which I feel like is very, very strong. So basically, if you do want to recreate this team to use for Regulation C, just replace Bundle with a AV Ting Lu. I am running the same spread on the Flutter, but I'm actually running it with Booster Energy. That way it gets the speed boost, and then Taunt over Power Gem and Protect over Moonblast. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.